Welcome back, children. Happy day, students. Class 7 Mathematics, Chapter 4 Rational Number, Part 2. So we have studied the Part 1, the basic things of comparison, then positive rational number, negative rational number. So in representation in number line, the rational number. So these are all the things we studied in the Part 1. So in the Part 2, we are going to study about addition and subtraction of rational numbers. Yes, children, let us start. So again I am telling you, children, the addition of rational numbers, subtraction of rational numbers, it's very quite similar to the fraction. But the thing we have to be changed, the denominator should not be negative numbers. That alone you have to be noticed, children, in the rational number. But other things and all, it's very similar to the fractions. Okay, what is the thing we have to be see? Yes, so the thing we have to be see in the rational number, the denominator should not be the negative. Yes, children. Okay, now let us start with the addition of rational number. So in the addition of rational number, we will be having two cases. We will be having two cases. The case number 1, the first case is when denominators of given numbers are equal. When the denominators are equal, how can we add? That is the case 1. Okay, yes. In order to add two rational numbers, with same denominator, we simply add the numerators and divide the sum by common denominators. So like if the denominators are same, we can be simply add the numerators. That is the thing they are saying in the case 1. Now let me show you one example for a betterment of understanding. See the example. Let P by Q. So this is one rational number, and R by Q, this is other rational number, be any two rational numbers. So this is the two rational numbers which we are going to add. As you are seeing the denominators Q and Q, so both will be the same, right, children? Yes. So if it is same, we can be easily add the numerator. How can we add? P plus R by Q. That's it. P plus R by Q. So this is how we have to be add if the denominators are same. And let me show you the other picture. Okay, as you are seeing the first picture, which is totally it's 8 parts, 3 parts has been divided here, shaded here. And here the second one also, it's 8 parts, it has been divided it has been shaded 2 parts. Okay, now we are going to add the two circles. Yes. If so what is the divided part, children, in the both? How many equal parts it has been divided? Yes, exactly. It's 8 equal parts, isn't it? So we are be seeing the first rational number for the first circle is 3 by 8. Because it has been divided into 8 parts, 3 parts are shaded, we can be write it as 3 by 8. And the next rational number is 2 by 8. So because 2 parts are shaded out of 8 parts, so 2 by 8. So can you tell me, children, what is the answer it will be? Exactly, children, which is 5 by 8, because denominators are same, which is 8, and the numerator we can be multiply 3 plus 2 is 5. I hope you understand the case number 1. Let me move to the case number 2. So the case number 2 also, it is very easy, children. When denominators of given numbers are unequal, when the denominator of given numbers are unequal here, so it's not equal, it's unequal, what can we do? That is the thing. The step 1. Take the LCM of the denominators of the given rational numbers. So whatever rational numbers they have given, we have to be take the LCM of that. Then after the LCM, just equalize the denominator. After taking the LCM, just equalize the denominator or take the equivalent rational numbers also. So once we equalize the denominator, then we can add the numerators and find the answer. Am I clear, children, the case number 2? So the step 1 is, first you can take the LCM. The step 1 is, first you can take the LCM of the denominators, and the step 2 is express each of the given rational number with the above LCM as the common denominator. So we have to be take the denominator as same. And the third one is so once the denominators are same, we can be add easily. Yes. So this is the case number 2. I hope you understand the case number 1 and case number 2. So using case 1 and case 2, we are going to solve some problems. Let us start, children. Solving problems. See the first problem. Minus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 4. Minus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 4. So as you are seeing, denominators are different. 5 and 4. So both are different. So if it is different, what can we do? Yes, exactly, children. We have to take the LCM. We have to take the LCM of the denominators. So, what is the LCM? 5 and 4? The LCM is 20. Now, we can be equalize the denominator. So, for write the first fraction minus 2 by 5. So, you have to be check in the denominator which number can be multiplied. It will be equal to 20. Yes, so we can be multiply 5 into 4 which is equal 20. That same 4 we can multiply in numerator. So minus 2 into 4, 4 2s are 8, then plus into minus is minus. So minus 8 by 20. And the second fraction, second rational number 3 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4 in a 4 table 20 how many times? It's a 5 times. So that same 5 we can multiply with numerator also. So 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20. Okay, now we equalize the denominator. So here also it's a 20, here also 20. We equalize the denominator. Now we can add the rational numbers in the numerators. Yes children, now let us add. Now minus 8 by 20 plus 15 by 20. Okay, how can we add? So minus 8 by 15 divided by 20, plus into minus is minus. If we are subtracting 15 minus 8, the answer will be 7. But how it is positive 7 children? We studied about this in integers, isn't it? Tell me how it is positive 7. Exactly, because the greatest number sign is positive. So we can be take it as 7 by 20. I hope you understand this problem. And I will be show you the other problem. 1 by minus 9. 1 by minus 9 plus 4 by minus 27. As you are seeing the rational number, I told the denominator should not be the negative number. I told, right children? In a rational number, the denominator should not be the negative numbers. So that has to be changed into the positive. How we have to be changed into positive? Listen. So 1 by minus 9 into, so if we are multiplying minus 1 in both numerator and denominator, the negative number will be changed into positive number, isn't it? Yes. So I am multiplying with, in a numerator, 1 into minus 1, which is minus 1. Minus 9 into minus 1, minus into minus is plus. So the denominator will become positive. So minus 1 by 9. So this number can be written as minus 1 by 9. And the next number is 4 by minus 27. 4 by minus 27. Again we are multiplying with minus 1 in both numerator and denominator. So the answer is minus 4 by 27. So this number can be written as minus 4 by 27. I hope you understand how can we change the negative number to the positive number. Okay, now we can be check the denominators whether it is positive, is it equal or not. So if it is unequal, I told already we have to take the LCM. If the LCM of 9 and 27 is 27. So now we can equalize the denominators, then we can add according to the sign. So once we add it, the answer will be minus 7 by 27. Are you understood children? I hope you understood the addition of rational numbers. Now let us moving to the subtraction of rational numbers. Now let us moving to the subtraction of rational numbers. How can we subtract? So subtraction, it is quite similar to the addition. But in addition we can be add the numbers, but in subtraction we can be subtract. But procedures and all it's same. What is the procedure is same, but for addition we can be add, but for the subtraction we can be subtracted. Yes, let us see the procedure for the subtraction. For any two rational numbers, a by b and c by d. So two rational numbers a by b and c by d. So we can be write it as a by b minus c by d is equal to a by b. We know that in the integer, if it is subtraction, what is the rule for subtraction children? We have to keep the first number as same, and this minus has been written as positive, and this c by d is a positive rational number. So the additive inverse of positive number will become the negative. Isn't it children? Yes or no? Yes. So in the integer, subtraction rule is keep the first number as the same. So here also keep the first rational number as the same. And for this minus, you can be changed it as plus. And this c by d is a positive. The additive inverse of positive will become negative. That's what has been written, minus c by d. I hope you understand how we got minus c by d. And the next will be, we say that the additive inverse of c by d is c. I told, right children? Additive inverse of c by d is minus c by d. So we can be written as a by b minus c by d is equal to a by b plus additive inverse of c by d. So I hope you understand how can we subtract the rational numbers. It is very easy only, children. Yes, let us start with the some problems, exercise problems, solved problems. See the first one. Find the additive inverse. I told additive inverse means if it is positive, it can be written as negative. If it is negative, it can be written as positive. That is the inverse. First example, minus 15 by 7. Minus 15 by 7. So what about the additive inverse of minus 15 by 7? Yes, exactly. Plus 15 by 7. Very good, children. And the next one, minus 12 by 13. So I told already in the rational number, denominator should not be the negative. Denominator should not be the negative. That denominator has to be changed into the positive. After that you can find the additive inverse. Okay. So minus 12 into minus 1. Minus 13 into minus 1. So if you are multiplying, minus into minus is plus 12. Minus into minus is plus 13. Now we can write additive inverse of 12 by 13 is minus 12 by 13. Are you understood, children, how to find the additive inverse? Yes. Now let me show you the another example, which is subtraction. Minus 7 from minus 4 by 7. Minus 7 from minus 4 by 7. Okay, children. So in this one we have to be subtract. So from minus 4 by 7 we have to subtract the 7. I'll show you the solution. So see, minus 4 by 7 minus 7 by 1. So we already told you if it is only whole number, it can be considered as denominator is of 1. So minus 7 by 1 is equal to, so what is the rule for subtraction? Keep the first number as same. So keep the first number as same, and for this minus we can write it as plus and take the additive inverse of minus 7 by 1. If the additive inverse of minus 7 by 1 is positive, isn't it, children? It is positive 7 by 1. So which is positive 7 by 1. Now we have to be check whether the denominators are same. If it is unsame, we can take the LCM. Then equalize the denominator, then we can be subtracted. Understood, children, how to subtract the rational numbers? Okay, and let me show you the another example. Just the sum of two rational numbers is minus 3 by 8. The sum of two rational numbers is minus 3 by 8. If one of them is 3 by 16, find the other. So they are asking if we are subtracting the sum of two rational number. If we are adding two rational number, the answer will be minus 3 by 8. If one rational number is 3 by 16, one rational number is 3 by 16, what about the other? They are asking what about the other rational number. Now let me show you the solving problem. So let the other number be x. So we don't know what is the other number. We don't know what is the other number. So that can be considered as x. So 3 by 16 plus x is equal to minus 3 by 8. Now we have to find the x value. So we are transposing this 3 by 16 to the right hand side. Now it will become negative because this positive 3 by 16, when you are transposing to the right hand side, it will become negative. So LCM of 8 and 16 is 16. So why we are taking LCM? Because both the denominators are different. So we are taking the LCM. Okay, children. Once we taking the LCM, then we can equalize the denominator. Once we equalize, we can be subtracted. Then the x value is minus 9 by 16. So I hope you understand, children. So and the next question is, what should be subtracted from minus 2 by 3 to get minus 5 by 6? So this question is also, it's very easy because this kind of many problems we studied in fractions, in integers chapters. So all three chapters we studied about the same kind of problems. Okay. Now let us see this one. What should be subtracted from minus 2 by 3? From minus 2 by 3 in the sense. So this minus 2 by 3 should become first. Then minus x to get is equal to minus 5 by 6. Listen. So let the required number that to be subtracted be x. Okay. So minus 2 by 3 minus x. Why it is minus x? Because this is subtraction. So minus x is equal to minus 5 by 6. Now we have to find the x value. So we are transposing this minus 2 by 3 to the right hand side. If you are transposing, that minus 2 by 3 will become the, this positive will become the negative. So negative minus 2 by 3. Now taking the LCM, 6 and 3, the LCM is 6. So minus x is equal to minus 5 plus 4 by 6. So how it is minus 5 plus 4 by 6? Because when it is taking the LCM, which is 6, so it's already 6. It's already 6. So 6 into 1, 5 into 1, which is 5. So here it's only 3. So it can be multiplied with 2. So 3 2s are 6, no? That same 2 we can multiply with numerator, then 2 2s are 4. So minus 5 plus 4 divided by 6. If you are subtracting, the answer will be minus 1 by 6. But here 1 minus is there, here 1 minus is there. So this 2 minus will be cancelled, minus and minus will be cancelled. The answer is x is equal to 1 by 6. So I hope you understand this problem also. Thank you children. And I hope you understand all the addition problems, all the subtraction problem. So in the next part number 3, we can study about division, multiplication and division of rational numbers. Thank you children. Until then, bye bye.